Happy Sunday, everybody, and it's hashtag Showcase Sunday. And this week's Showcase Sunday, we have the incredible David Wright from Sir Woofchester's. And David's going to showcase how amazing his products are to help and support you to be able to look after your guests, but increase your experiences for your four-legged friends. So over to you, David. Can you introduce yourself? Tell us who you are, what you do, and why you do it.
Yeah, of course. And thank you, Alison, for inviting me here today. My name's David. The company is Sir Woofchester's. So we are quite specialised. What we do is dog-friendly products for hotels, tourism and hospitality industry, also pubs, and anything with tourism and hospitality, and some specialty retail. And we do a dog menu and holiday welcome packs and special treats and special products just to help the hospitality and tourism industry to be more dog friendly and increase their revenues and improve customer experiences. So it's a lot of fun. It's definitely fun for the dogs when they visit the pub or the hotel or whatever. I think the humans have a lot of fun. I think the staff, at the businesses who buy off us, enjoy everything, the experience and the product. I enjoy it. I mean, hopefully my team, who are very hardworking, hopefully they enjoy themselves and are happy in their workplace. But a lot of what we do is just fun and interesting. And we've carved this wonderful this niche in the dog-friendly market, which we specialise in hundreds of sites, places around the UK now. And it's a very interesting journey, and we bring a lot of joy to people.
Excellent, excellent. And why did you do it, David? What is it that got you into finding this amazing niche in the market?
Well, people ask this, and I sort of have to think, well, how did I get into it? But I did work in hospitality for some years and ran a hotel for a while. And I'd had worked with pet products before and loved animals and had my own dog and so on. And it just, from spending from spending probably a bit too much time in pubs and hotels and places, the market research was ample, so we put it that way. So it was very clear there were opportunities in this area, and we started in 2018, 5 years ago now, with just some very simple little products and projects. It's gained a lot of experience in the sector. So I'd like to think we're quite knowledgeable about dog friendly in the hospitality and tourism sector. And we did some test pilots and tried some things. And we were about to really motor on hardcore, and then of course all the COVID and lockdowns happened. So we use that time to completely pivot and change and revamp and innovate. And then after that ended, which is just over 24 months ago now, 1st of June 21, does that sound about right? At that point, we were able to we had all this research and experience, and during the lockdown too, time to think and plan to create these wonderful products and the dog menu and personalized packs and all sorts of stuff. So we were just head and shoulders above anyone else in providing these sorts of things, and it meant we could really wow our customers, and we haven't looked back since. It's been wonderful.
That's amazing. And I know you've mentioned quite a lot of your unique selling point there, but what does make you unique and different as opposed to your competition?
I suppose there's a lot of pet treat company out there all over Europe, America, obviously the UK, and dog food companies, but they all supply either pet shops, and that's what they do, or they just supply supermarkets, or they're online. And so those sorts of products, putting them in a hospitality environment, just isn't very wholesome somehow. So we do a smaller bit of retail, sure, but distribution. But we only really supply this sector, and it's quite a specific thing. So the whole brand is geared towards that. So it is a focus thing. But I wouldn't say that's our whole USP though, because we do have unique products. So the dog menu, I should have brought one with me, is a printed menu that people give and it has dinners and treats and things like the fish and chips product. I'm just opening one here. It comes in a bowl that they eat directly out of, and it even has little doggy chips in it. So we really make an effort to create innovative products that really fit in with the hospitality sector. That you probably couldn't get from a normal pet company anyway, even if you wanted to. And we deliver direct to trade, small volumes, not massive orders, and we even personalize some products with no minimum order. So I suppose it's a mixture of things. We specialize in the sector. We do have unique products like little mini beef burgers and fish and chips and roast dinners and things, and Portstar Martini cocktail. So we do have unique products as well, but then also we personalize at very low volumes not for all the products, only for things like holiday packs. This is a holiday pack.
Wow. And what's in there? What's in there?
They get a toy and some poo bags and a little pack of calming treats. So when you arrive in a hotel bedroom or in a luxury lodge park or a bed and holiday cottage, they get this little product. So yeah, and it's people think that they're getting sure, you can sell these products and they make a bit of extra revenue. That's great. But the real benefit to the hospitality business is all the other things like extra bookings, better reviews, fewer complaints, social media material. Some people really go mad on social media and they get wonderful, hundreds of shares, and it's good for their brand and business, way beyond selling a couple of dog biscuits, right? And we've got a party pack now, which is a package that we provide with a hat for the dog and a few things. So it's just basically an excuse for, most likely a pub. It's an excuse for them to just get a booking for 10 people in, spending a ton of money on food and drink. And there'll only be one or two dogs there. It's not like a dog party or anything crazy. It's just one or two dogs. But and they'll sell a few dog biscuits, but the point is to get a booking worth a couple £100, perhaps in a quiet time of day. So we support our clients with things like that, which we don't make any money on, but it's just part of helping our customers to actually make their businesses better and make more money off their wider business. And you can leverage dog friendly in lots of ways to do that.
Excellent. Yeah, and I've seen many of your products. I remember you first starting out. We were at a show together, weren't we?
2019.
Yeah, and I've seen, say bars who've actually got your products for good dogs on the side of the bar for free, and you think that's amazing, but actually it attracts people to bring.
Most of them sell it, but the odd one, they're making so much money on food and drink that they know damn well that if they just give a few things away, because they're getting offers at trade prices. Sometimes they just sell them they sell them cheaper than you might normally sell a product. That sometimes happens. Equally, we have plenty of people who want it to be a revenue model, and they do double or sometimes triple from the cost, and they sell it and they do well with it.
Yeah.
So it's a tool you can use, but you may as well make a bit of money on it. But it's not the thing to focus on really. We deal with marketing departments at small breweries, and some small groups have their own marketing teams. And we deal with them usually because they can see the benefit and they can really help their business way more than just. For example, these people giving it away, it'll be linked to a promotion that generates a lot of money for them.
Yeah.
The ones you mentioned, I know who you mean. That
particular
one. But they make a lot of money from this activity of selling drinks and food to humans.
Yeah.
So it's good marketing, but people do sell the products too and do well with it. Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely, it is, and it is an experience that I being a newish dog owner myself with my pup. I'm now focused on where would be dog friendly. And I think without a shadow of a doubt, you've got great products, and they're not full of rubbish either. They're really. Go on, I'll let you tell everybody what they're full of.
100%. Yeah, I mean, most of the ingredients are natural, and that's something we're very keen on. Occasionally, for example, with the beer, we have to put a bit of an agent in to stop it going moldy. But all of our focus on natural. We focus on grain-free or wheat-free, which is quite an important thing for some dogs, for some stomachs, because we don't want any dogs being eating products in hospitality venue. We've had no adverse feedback about that at all. It's all been positive feedback. So we've chosen some very safe formulations and safe recipes. Yeah, there's a general focus on natural and grain-free, high quality, and some of the treats are hand baked using carbon neutral ovens. So we are working a lot on. We've got the ethical brand award already, but we are working on a carbon project with the university. So because we do a bit of manufacture here, we don't just we don't get them made in the factory somewhere. We actually create product and make them, and we pack everything as well with our production line, which gives us huge versatility and added value. So there's sort of scope for eco improvement. That's something we've been working on a lot.
Brilliant. And what do you do right now that helps and supports the hospital? You mentioned so much that you do already that helps and supports the hospitality industry. But what are your future? What's it looking like in the future to help support the industry?
I think continue. Then I touched upon that party pack, for example. Continue adding value products, and we're putting together a toolkit, which would be like a blog, logging into up on a website. It's a toolkit, not just how to get at most out of your dog menu or whatever, but actually providing social media tools and campaigns that someone could just adapt slightly and use for their cafe or their hotel's social media. It's got the packages in like afternoon tea. So if you're doing afternoon tea weekends for a couple £100 or whatever they are, and they get afternoon tea and 2 nights for a couple, then either the option to add on or just included is the dog afternoon tea with it.
Brilliant.
And we provide that with the customer's name on. Another thing we're doing is we're working with an e-commerce platform called Libby Loves, and so that's a way for, in particular, hotels and lodge parks, for customers to buy products off them all year round.
Yeah.
And they can buy all the product, things like Woofchesters or the gin they drank in the bar, and they can buy them on e-commerce, and the hotel or lodge park gets an actual retailer's margin on it.
Wow.
The dropship e-commerce model that plugs into their website, Libby Loves. We work with people like that, and we can input QR codes on things, and obviously we have some personalized products, and so there's extra added value, and you don't want to get too complicated with these things, but there is extra added value and extra revenue. But more importantly, your repeat booking rate.
Yeah.
The holiday cottage, lodge parks in particular, and also hotels, the repeat booking rate, if you can just get that up by a couple of %, it's huge.
That's massive.
I don't have data on it. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm not saying that it's 20% or 1%, but it does help. We've got a lot of anecdotal evidence about these sorts of activities improving the visits, and it's a big deal. So we're working we're not just flogging a few products for a menu, but obviously that's core of what we do. There's a lot more areas where we're supporting built. Like I said, the tool that's been built partly through being able to support businesses and
absolutely
as best we can. Yeah.
Absolutely. And as always, I always ask all my interviewees on our Showcase Sunday, what are your 5 top tips that the industry can be doing right now? What are your 5 top tips, David?
Well, for dog friendly, I think I'm going to focus on things that are more relevant for us. So I'm not going to focus on how you go on your TripAdvisor, or how you go on booking.com and tick the box for dog friendly, or whatever it is that you do. And there's lots of directories you can go on to promote yourself as dog friendly, endless directories. I'm not talking about that particularly, that's not where we come in. But in terms of the just operational basics, there's the really obvious thing, number one, which everyone knows, not everyone even does it, is just your free treats on the bar. You can get them from anywhere. If you get them from us, they'll have your name on them. And bowls of water, not just one bowl, have a few. And you'll be amazed, even going to nice places, the bowl outside the front door with green algae on.
I know.
And it's just, I don't want to criticize it, being critical from hell of it. I know what it's like running a busy business like that. But it's just basics like that. You make sure you're doing them and keep it simple. If you do nothing more than that, then it's a start. But, we would say if you've got host bedrooms and so on, you could do something in them, and with different suppliers, you can get different prices of packs from low value to very expensive, and we're pitched within there. We do them as well, like holiday welcomes. Or you might get some little dog towels. You might do it yourself in house. There's little welcomes you can do, and most places, a lot of places do that already, and do it very nicely. And often they do it with us, but you can do it yourself. And if you have bedrooms and you're not doing anything for dogs, then you need to change that. even if it's just something. It doesn't necessarily need to cost a lot. It could be a reusable item provided. If you want to have something better, I'm just giving away the free treats. We recommend, obviously, we supply a menu, and you can do the full menu, or you could just have a couple of lines on the bar to sell. Because it's just a lot of fun for people when they're out on a holiday or just been out for the day or on a walk. It's a lot of fun for them to come across some crazy product that their dog loves, and you can get a bit of, and they can sell it for make some money as well. And another one is just really obvious stuff. It's props, like having blankets. You might have an indestructible toy kicking around to keep dogs occupied. They have the noisy ones.
Yeah.
Toys. And linked to that is you have obviously you have dog friendly areas, but not everyone likes dogs, right? It's not all. You need to make sure that they're not annoying other customers. You definitely want dog free areas.
Yeah.
100%. A lot of people get very upset about it, especially if they see the dog eating off the plate that's in the kitchen, which non-dog owners are horrified at. And we see that happening a lot. And that's illegal too. That's something to avoid. You definitely want non-dog areas, so that then when you do the dog areas that you do have, you can make them wonderful, don't you?
Yeah.
And 5 is, I mentioned the packages already, and this is the added value of the marketing experience. You can do Christmas for dogs. It's not hard to do. You can do something. You can do it yourself, or you can do it with us. There's afternoon tea packages. There's big birthday. There's loads of things you can do as an added value package, especially for hotels. It's also just pubs and inns and cafes. You can do all these things. You get a dog cake in and stuff, and this silly stuff, and it's just wonderful marketing. Your customers will love you for it. So I've rambled on a bit there, but
no, you're right. You're right.
And there somewhere, Alison.
No, they are really incredible top tips, David. And do you know what? The first one was one of my bugbears, and it doesn't matter what property, whether it's a luxury property or not, the amount of dog bowls that are not emptied and put fresh water in regularly. My dog, my little pup, will not go and drink out of filthy water by any stretch of the imagination. And I'm glad. It's bad for them, and that I see regularly. Even when I'm not with my pup, if I'm out and about, I see dirty bowls, and I think, would you serve your guests a dirty? Because that's what guests are looking at.
That's what it looks like. That feels like, yeah, not good.
Yeah, but it's you can add value so much, and to have doggy areas and non-doggy areas. Would you suggest doggy areas that are secure? Is that something that you would suggest, or does that not matter?
It's nice to suggest that, but I suspect it's not like practical.
Yeah.
How does it work with the waiters and waitresses getting through the toilet? So I've never seen that. I'm sure it goes on.
Yeah.
Sometimes there are separate rooms, literally, and it's very clear demarcation. Even if the door's wide open, it's a door to the right, and there's a hallway, and there's another section at the back. So
yeah.
I can't recommend it. Every business and every building's different.
They are.
So you can't really do things like that very easily, I would say. But I'm sure some people do.
Yeah. And I think the other thing as well that I might add is obviously put whether you are dog friendly on the front of your building or your business or the entrance, because the amount of places that accept dogs but don't tell anybody is quite interesting as well. So that's something to think about.
Yeah, we've got some A0 and A1 posters.
Yeah.
All weather. They don't last forever, but they're weatherproof. And some people do attach those to their sandwich boards. It helps. It makes a big difference. People drive by, you can see them. You can read them from 50, 100 meters away. So it's serious signage. But of course, there's other things you might want to put signage up for, like something roads that you make a ton of money on. So you have to just think what's your core messages. But we have people literally advertise it that much. And it obviously does very well for them. A1, A0. And also just a window sticker, nothing else.
Love that.
Yeah.
So have you got any examples? You've already mentioned quite a few, but any more examples of how you help the industry add value, save time? What would your clients say?
If anyone wants to visit, if anyone wants more information, then they can contact me, and we can send them a brochure. And in the brochure, there is a section on how all the benefits, like what's it say here, repeat visit rates, revenue stream, staff engagement, blah blah blah, and with all these benefits of doing it, just making little efforts to be dog friendly in the product, and for example with ours. And then also, if you in this brochure as well, which you welcome to have a copy of if you contact me, it's got testimonials and quotes from customers. So here's the High Down Hotel, a very nice group down south. And what do they say? So Woofchester has been a blinding success for us down on the south coast. Such and such fish and chips would highly recommend. And who else has got? We've got the Water Edge and Ambleside, been a great success. Holiday Park in Coniston, what a huge benefit it is for them. And thank you, they mentioned me actually. Thank you, David, for an amazing and innovative service you provide. So we do have lots of testimonials and kind words people say. We're not perfect all the time, but everyone's very happy. And we get lots of repeat business and lots of good feedback.
Amazing. And I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. So if someone was sitting on the fence right now, obviously you've just used some case studies there, some testimonials of what you do. What would your clients say, you know, would be the game changer? What would past, present clients say about you and your organization, about your service, your quality? Obviously, you've mentioned quite a lot of it already, but what?
Yeah, I think the feedback we get is just that it wows their customers, and also just it makes them and their staff excited as well, and they love putting it on social media, and they get bookings because of it, and they just love it, and the products are innovative and they sell pretty well, and it's all this very positive feedback. I think, you know, we do. If anyone's sitting on the fence, then the first order is on sale or return as well. Although no one's ever, we've had one person actually use that once, and I think they didn't know what they were ordering, or like a junior member staff ordered by mistake or something. But no one's ever used the sale or returns. It's always successful. But we do offer that in the first order if anyone's sitting on the fence. And we provide all the point of sale free as well, which is quite a big investment for us, but we do invest in point of sale for our clients.
Amazing, amazing. And, you know, for the afternoon teas, for the roast dinners, for the fish and chips, and you name it, and the lodge welcome packs. And I think, have you got the sleepers?
The dog beer, you drink out of the bowl. You can get bottles of beer, dog beer, can't you? But the dogs struggle with bottles, but with ours, you peel the lid off and they drink straight out.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Dog beer.
Yeah.
Amazing. And they don't get drunk off it either.
No, you could drink it and not get drunk, Alison.
That's fantastic. That is amazing. I love that. I love that. And I you know, I've watched what you've been doing for quite a while now, obviously, from knowing when you first started. And you just going from strength to strength, and it's so amazing to see. And what an addition for the hospitality industry to help their guests with you know, the prize family member who, you know, looking after them, but creating an incredible experience and really giving them good quality products, not the stuff that makes them ill, which is incredible. And I'm so pleased to have you on our Showcase Sunday. So, David, how can people get in touch with you? Obviously, now they've, you know, if they're dog friendly, they need to get in touch with you pretty quick to get your brochure and your special register for special products, etc., and have game changer experiences in their operation. What's the best way to get in touch with you?
Well, I think you'll be putting my contact details at the end of this video. So have a look there with my email address and so on. But if you go on our website, then click on register account, which is no commitment, dead easy, but it means it sends a message to us that automatically gets some information sent to you. If you click on register on Woofchester.com. But also, this doesn't normally happen. But my mobile number is not normally available. So we'll see if we get some interesting phone calls now. My number is 07980 29291. You can always phone me up there. come speak to you first, so you can find out what we do and how we can help. Otherwise, just easier.
That's amazing. And that's an exclusive, getting your private telephone number as well.
Wow. Right.
Goodness me, David.
Anything might happen.
But definitely register, no obligation whatsoever. Register your interest on the website. Go and have a look at all the products. Make sure that you've got products on there that will align with what you're currently doing, like a Sunday roast. If you've got a Sunday roast and you're well known for it, don't miss out on having Sir Woofchester's Sunday roast for your prized family member. So we'll put all David's links and contact details at the end of our Showcase Sunday, so that you can contact David direct, or you can register your interest. But definitely go and try out the products, get a sample and see what you think. Thank you very much, David. It's been an honour and it's been a pleasure to have you on our Showcase Sunday. May I wish you all the very best, everybody, for a happy Sunday today. And thank you, David, for joining us.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. Thanks very much.